This is video D7.8, tests of divisibility by 8. So a number is divisible by 8 if, well, let's have a look. I'm going to choose some numbers which I know are divisible by 8. And just as a reminder, that means that when the number divides by 8, they don't leave any remainders. So I know that 8 is divisible by 8. I know that 24 is in the 8 times table. Let's choose some bigger ones. I know that 88 is divisible by 8 exactly. And let's choose a larger number, 816. I know all of those numbers, 816. All of those numbers are now divisible by 8. Now, this is the test. If you've seen D7.4, the test of divisibility by 4, this one's very closely linked because all of the numbers that are in the 8 times table are actually in the 4 times table as well. You can test that out if you like. So, if I halve my number, half of 8 is 4, and I halve it again, half of 4 is 2, and I halve it a third time. So I've halved it once, twice, and 3 times. If I halve my number 3 times, and I end up with a whole number, which I have here, then my starting number is a multiple of 8. Let's try that over here. So I halve it once, half of 24, half of 20 is 10, half of 4 is 2, 10 plus 2 is 12. Half of, make these into arrows. Half of 12 is 6, half of 6 is 3. Is that a whole number? Yes. So this one must be a multiple of 8. This one must be divisible by 8 or a multiple of 8. Okay, over here, 88. Half of 88, well, half of 80 is 40, half of 8 is 4, so it's 44. Halve it again, 22. Halve it again, 11. Is this a whole number? Yes, it is, so this one must be a multiple of 8, or it must be divisible by 8. 816. Okay, well, I might want to partition this number into 800, and I think I'll leave it as 16. What's half of 800? 400. Half of 16 is 8, so half of 816 is 408. I think I can halve that. So we've halved it once, let's halve it twice. 204, and let's halve it a third time, 102. Is this a whole number? Yes, it is, which means that this number is divisible by 8. Now let's just try a number that is not divisible by 8. I'm going to try the number 116. Let's halve that. Well, half of 100 is 50. Half of 16 is 8, so that's going to be 58. So I can halve it one time. Let's halve it again. That gives me 29. Can I halve that again? Well, I can halve it again. Oops, I can halve it again, but it gives me a number with a tenths value. So this isn't a whole number. So the third time I halve it, it gives me a number which is not a whole number. So this number here is not divisible by 8. So let's put that into words. A number is divisible by 8 if it can be halved, halved again, and halved again. Producing a whole number. So let's just read through that. A number is divisible by 8 if it can be halved, halved again, and halved again, producing a whole number. So it's got to be able to be halved 3 times, okay? And that's the test of divisibility by 8.